Happy Wednesday, sir.
Welcome back to Nathan and Joe Play!
We're gonna play some Far Cry 3, drink some brews with our friends, yeah. Ow. Ooh, guns. These are guns, not bullets, they're guns.
The world's smallest guns. It's like the cricket from Men in Black. Dude, if I still had it, I had a Men in Black game for the PlayStation 1 that I used to play all the time. That I would have loved to have done on this show. It was based on the, like the animated series, it wasn't the movies. And it was so good. And there was like a boss, I think it was like the second boss you fight, that the only way you could kill it is with the cricket. And it was hilarious because you would go in and you'd be standing in the mouth of the cave, and if you didn't move over against a wall, you would shoot it and you would just go flying back through the tunnel, and you had to walk all the way back into the boss room. Yeah, no, it's not that funny. My life's full of nothing but disappointments.
Now I have a gun I can use for stuff.
I was supposed to be a doctor, but I play video games
instead. Oh wait, I should pick this up so that I can use it if I need to.
Dude, you just threw your gun at the dead guy's face. That's so metal!
Hi. I killed everyone. I got them all. That's why you're here, because I hate you all. I'm gonna go steal.
Do we have to go kill somebody? No, I killed them. So there's still people to kill. They're all dead. They all still have their head because they're still alive. I better go kill them.
I hate them.
Dude, look at the little hula dancer.
Yeah. Oh, that was a ton
This
of
game's got everything to it.
Also, I like how...
So, what's next on the list of things we gotta do?
I'm gonna go get another radio tower and take over another outpost.
So is that the point of the game? You just keep taking over outposts until you save your American friends?
There's also missions to do, but the outposts kind of open up the map for you.
Okay, cool. How far until the next one?
Well, I got about 600 meters to go until the next tower.
And how is that in feet?
Well, let's see. 1,600 meters is a mile, so we're about a quarter of a mile away.
Cool.
I know that because I used to run track.
Nice! I didn't run track, so I don't know how big a meter is. Is it like an inch longer than an inch, or an inch shorter than an inch?
I think it's like 2.2 feet. Physics!
Physics.
Worst class ever. Not really, it's just very hard.
Earth space science is the best thing ever.
Yeah, it's like physics without
I tried to
numbers.
take an Earth space science class at Ivy Tech, but they didn't offer it at my particular Ivy Tech. Then my fallback was going to be like solar science, like no, not solar. Yeah,
science of the sun. That sounds so cool.
Yeah, like sun and space and everything. It was like basically just like you did nothing but study like our solar system and everything. And they didn't offer it at my Ivy Tech either. Basically, if you want to take a science class at my Ivy Tech, it has to be either biology or anatomy. And I don't like either one of those, so I guess I'm not going to graduate from Ivy Tech.
Aren't you gonna like transfer to ISU pretty soon?
I'm planning on it. Shoot the dag.
No. I'm going to decline your offer.
But you can't. It's an offer you can't refuse.
I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse, and then I'm going to make you refuse it.
But why?
Sting away my baby! It's funny.
Okay. When I was a little kid, I was maybe like... I had to have been maybe like 5 years old, because my little sister was only about a year old at the time. My parents took me and her to Outback Steakhouse, and all the way there my dad was just like making fun of Australians, and and apparently at one point like I don't think they were out of booster seats when we got there, so my sister was just like sitting lopsided in a seat or something, and she slid off the seat under the table, and when she fell and everybody was like, "Where'd Emily go?" I stood up in the seat and just started screaming, "A dingo ate our baby," in the middle of the restaurant.
That's awesome.
And I think to this day we're still not allowed back.
Really?
Yeah.
You got kicked out of an Outback?
Yeah, only because I was being disruptive.
Oh.
Because, I mean, I was, like, literally, like, bloody murder screaming, "A dingo ate our baby! A dingo ate our baby!
Dingo ate my baby!" That's awesome.
And then one time we went to a Chinese restaurant, and the waitress kept coming over asking if she could buy my sister, my parents' daughter.
Just buying them? Okay, real
Yeah,
quick,
she
I'm
was-
going to turn up my sensitivity a little.
Okay, cool.
This is just kind of...
No, that's fine. I do the same thing when I played Halo back in the day. I used to play on sensitivity 10.
Because you're so emo... Okay.
Not because I'm MLG just because I got so used to it that I couldn't play on anything slower. Like, I even tried going back down to, like, 8 or 9, and I couldn't do it. It is tip top in the morning on double TKRSWY! You're a wizard, Harry. A double TKRSWY! I thought we were going to go on with that.
No, I just couldn't think of anything to say. Let's see what weapons I get for free now. Let's see. It's...
Alright, be sure to jump on the zipline this time.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Dude, 10 out of 10 would so do. Except for the rock! Oh! That was close.
Yeah, it was. Alright.
So, what's next?
We're gonna go take over this outpost, and then we're gonna go to Mr. Earnhardt, or Dr. Earnhardt.
And we're gonna go and take some compost.
As it were.
And some comatose. Good job! This is what our troops are fighting for. So, are you in a particular country, or is it just a make-believe island? Or
it's Rook Islands outside of... it might be a fake place, I don't know. But it's, like, where... It's supposedly outside of, like, Taiwan or something like that, around, like, the Sri Lankan area. Somewhere in Asia.
Oh! Yeah, the Sri Lankan area. I've been there on vacation many a time this year.
You know, we're around where Sri Lanka is, just kind of south of India and all that stuff, around Taiwan.
Sri Lankan?
Sri Lanka?
I don't know. You said Sri Lankan.
Yeah.
And it just sounded like a fake place, so...
Oh, no, Sri Lanka.
It sounds like something I would make up. If, like, I'd be late for class. I'd be like, "Why are you late for class?" I'd be like, "Because I had to fly my unicorn to Sri Lankan."
To Sri Lankan? Sri Lankan.
Hey, one time I actually got out of getting a tardy when I was in high school because I was, like, 3 minutes late to class. And when my teacher asked me why I was late, I told him somebody stuffed me in my locker and I couldn't get out. And they just laughed and let me get away with it.
What would really suck right now is if there was a shark or an alligator.
Are those in that game?
Oh yeah,
This game?
They're
Never
sharks.
played?
What? Yeah, they're sharks. I have yet to go into the sharks. Like, you see when all the like predatorial animals attack you, it's basically like
Oh, are you okay?
like there's a bit of a quick time event you can go through and kind of escape its attack. I've seen the alligators. It puts you in like its death spin and everything. And
Oh, okay.
It's all weird and creepy and hurts you.
When did the zombies show up, though?
There are no zombies.
Oh, there's not?
Yeah, this is the first game in 6 years without zombies.
Wow.
Yeah, breaking barriers.
Well, I figured since it had, like, the Call of Duty gun mechanics where you hold it up in front of your face, that it probably copied zombies from them, too, because Call of Duty invented zombies.
Not George Romero. Call of Duty.
Because everybody wants to be, like, the greatest game series ever created.
Yeah, it was, Andy, she wants to know more about how, like, video games and all that go down, because kind of she wants to start playing them, so she was like, teach me about video games. I was like, Call of Duty is bad, first off.
But everybody thinks it's good, so don't try to express your opinion, or you might get lynched.
Yeah. And she said, well, that's, like, the one game I hear so many people talking about. And so I go, Call of Duty's pretty much pop music. For some reason, everyone loves it. Even though it's not very good.
Well, then you have those select few who can take the nostalgia blindness off their eyes and can see that it's actually a very boring, repetitive game that's horrible to play online.
I don't know. I kind of understand why people like it. It's kind of a game for casual game. It's not a game for gamers. Oh, that bird's freaking out.
You better put it out of its misery.
Okay, I'm gonna try to find out where this alarm I can deactivate is.
There it is. Now, I can honestly say I think the only Call of Duty game, like, story-wise that I enjoyed was World at War.
I think World at War is probably
just because I always liked, like, World War II stuff and everything. Because, you know, Zig Heil all the way and such. And, I'm just kidding. No Zig Heil!
Alright, that rock should do some good for me.
Yeah, I just think Call of Duty World at War had a pretty good story.
Yeah, there's no way I was going to be able to go about that stealthily.
Hey, do you want to do, like, Call of Duty World at War story mode co-op sometime?
Yeah. Why I can't... There.
I think you're gonna be dead. You know what, this actually kind of looks like the first level in the story mode of World at War.
Yeah, where you're, like, in the...
Yeah, and you got kidnapped by the Japanese, and you gotta...
I'm gonna kill this guy. There, I cut his chest off. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have shot that, cage and released the bird.
Oh, you should have. I told you to try to put it out of its misery, but then you were like, no, I'm gonna throw a rock. And I was like, is a rock really gonna be effective? And you said, I like wieners and such. And I was like, I don't know why that's relevant to what's going on, Nathan. And then you're like, girls are gross, I'm gonna break up with my girlfriend. And then I was like, Nathan, don't do that, she likes you, and you like her. And you're like, no, I like boys now. And I was like, Nathan, I don't like where this is going. And then you were like, dicks are cool. And that happened in a space of like a half a second. Like, the audience didn't catch it.
This is a good one, Joe.
Thank you.
You're a real funny guy, huh?
I'm gonna do stand-up comedy on Comedy Central.
Oh, yeah.
They're the Jews. The Jews walk around and they're just like, we like money. And then you have Indians who are just like, and
they run IT support. I can't understand them.
But then they come to fix your computer and you're like, are they fixing my computer? Or when I hit the space bar, am I going to blow up the entire building? And then you walk down the street and you see these black people and they're like, we got guns and drugs and hoes. And you're just like, what's happening to the world? And then you go home and there's Germans on TV who are like, Zig Heil Nazis. And then you fly an airplane into a building and you realize you've been the bad guy all along.
Yeah.
And then that would be my whole skit, and then I get off the stage and I become the world's greatest comedian. All because I said bad things about racial groups.
No, those hungry rocket families can feed themselves.
By the way, Jews are okay by me.
Alright.
And blacks. And Germans.
So, I'm gonna look and see what I need to...
But not the French.
Okay, so I need boar hide. Ooh. Let's get some boar hide, Joe.
Yay! What kind of boar hide?
Those are pigs.
Brown boar hide? Green boar hide?
I need boar hide.
Boar rawhide?
But I can't find any boars to hide.
Is that a shark in the water over there?
Oh, yeah.
Can you kill it?
I can kill sharks, yes.
What happens if you kill a shark? What do you get? Like its teeth or...
You get its skin. Basically, you just skin everything.
Oh, cool.
Let's see what else I can make.
I still think you should be able to, like, eat the animals like in Metal Gear Solid 3. Then this game will be perfect.
Well, I mean, you can use the, plant life like you use the animals.
Well, that's boring. It should be like in Metal Gear Solid 3 where you, like, tranquilize a snake and then you just, like, eat it while it's still alive.
Man, that's intense. Yes! So much yes.
And then you flip it in 2 seconds.
I think this is how Leroy Moore died.
There's a, like, this hill.
Leroy Moore died on one of these.
I don't even know who that is.
He was the saxophone player for the Dave Matthews Band.
Oh, no, I thought he died from, like, I thought he had some sort of, like, disease or something.
Nope.
Like, I thought he had, like, cancer or something and he died from that.
Nope, he wrecked on a, all-terrain vehicle.
Saxophone player for Dave Matthews. The one who just died, like, a year ago?
He died before before Big Whiskey came out, and that came out in 2009.
Was there another saxophone player in Dave Matthews Band?
There is now, because, you know, Roy Moore's dead.
See, I thought there was... I am thinking of Dave Matthews, am I?
I don't know. I know.
Wait, no! Bruce Springsteen!
Yeah.
Yeah, the saxophone player for Bruce Springsteen died
Yeah.
of like cancer or something. That's right.
Okay, good. There's no sharks in here.
But yeah, there's like this hill over by my grandma's house where it's like basically like almost like a 90-degree angle up. And like I think it was like a year before I was born, some guy thought it'd be a good idea to ride a 3-wheeler up that and flipped it and died. And now that road is haunted. And if you drive down that road on a full moon in January when there's exactly 3 feet of snow in Virginia and all the planets align near Mars...
And on certain nights, if the moon was right, he'd dig it up out of the ground. yeah. Lucius Clay was a greedy old man, and that's all there was to it.
Yeah.
He didn't care about people anyway. He just cared about his money. You know, he'd stuff it all down in mason jars and bury it all around. And on certain nights, if the moon was right, he'd bury it up out of the ground.
And then out of nowhere, you would hear banjos, and they'd be like...
That was actually from a Charlie Daniels Band song.
Dig it up out of the ground.
It's called, like, The Ghost of Woolly Swamp. It's so good. Yeah, if you ever go down in Woolly Swamp, well, you better not go at night. Things out there, mill them woods, make a strong man die from fright. Things that crawl, things that fly, things crawl around on the ground. And they say the ghost of Lucius Clay gets up and he walks around. So what?
So it was like a ballad of some sort?
It's just kind of a good southern rock song.
Cool. Did you ever watch Angry Beavers when you were a kid?
Yes.
Do you remember the episode when it was like kid friendly? It's like that really weird episode. Mm-hmm. And it was like basically like a southern ballad talking about... Like I only remember like one part just because it was like really catchy because they had those cows that would show up and they would sing and they're just like, he'll kill you with kindness, he'll kill you with a grin, kid friendly.
Anything you fancy?
You don't mess with him.
Like the red ones myself.
I don't know, your little story about man digging money up out of the ground kind of remind me of that.
Yeah, it's just about like this greedy old guy who lived in the woods. Then a bunch of people killed him and took all his money.
Good job.
And then as they were running, they all fell in quicksand and died. And before they died, they heard him laugh. It's about that. But I couldn't believe in another world. Just had to find out for myself, and I couldn't conceive. Was gonna listen to nobody else, and I couldn't believe. Just find out for myself. There's some things in this world just can't explain.
I think quicksand's really overrated. Everybody's like, ooh, quicksand, if you touch it, you're gonna die. But have you ever, like, I saw this GIF one time, this guy who found quicksand, and it's like so dense that he was actually able to like run around on top of it without sinking. It just like wobbled. That's all there was to it. Alright, next time on Far Cry 3, we're gonna find a boar and look at that DNA spindly thing.